NASDAQ has been involved in digital assets since 2021 when you launched the NASDAQ Crypto Index. And since then, NASDAQ has been immersing more and more into the space. I want to start off with the very latest because in September, NASDAQ filed an application with the SEC for a proposed rules change to allow for the trading of tokenized stocks and ETPs. So what was the main driver behind that move? I mean, obviously, we're hearing a lot of interest in tokenized stocks right now, so I'm sure that was part of it, but what else was in the mix there?
Sure. So the way we look at it is we filed a rule filing with the SEC that really allows our investors and members choice around how to settle and hold those assets and represent them. So either you can represent them in tokenized form now, on blockchain, or you can hold them in its traditional form under the traditional accounts. And really what the whole purpose of this is to bridge the digital asset world and the traditional world together, but do it, and some of our responsibility is to really do it with an investor first principles type of mode. So we really looked at this as a way to kind of give investors that level of choice and to drive things forward. I think what's crucial here is that we're not creating a new exotic instrument. The stock is the stock. And that's what's really important, is that we focus to make sure that the investor is first and they have the full rights and title that the shareholder should have as part of owning that share.
This is massive, people. We talk about tokenization. In yesterday's video, I talked about tokenization, how all of the major players are going to tokenize stocks, are going to tokenize real estate, art, everything in the world that has value. RWAs, real world assets, are going to be tokenized. Welcome back to the show on this Tuesday morning. I'm here to get the news out to you. James Rule, XRP. Nothing I talk about is financial advice. I am a cryptocurrency teacher. We're going to look at the ETFs. We're going to look at the XRP Rich List, XRPL Commons newsletter. We're going to look at a new executive order that was signed yesterday pertaining to AI, and we are going to get after it. So every day, every single day now, I get an email, I get a text message, I get a phone call, I get a comment on social media, I get an imposter acting like me on social media, and I'm receiving these every day. This is an email I received this morning. You have to ignore everything. You have to delete everything. Never share your recovery phrases. These are the 12 and 24 words that you write down on a piece of paper when you set up your wallets. Never share your passwords, your login information, your wallet addresses, or anything. Right here is a scam email that I received this morning. And once you get into the world of crypto, and once you really start doing a lot of things, you're going to start getting these messages, these emails, and you're going to think something has to happen or I'm going to lose everything. Right here is a fake Ledger email, security alert, Ledger user data update. It says to view the secure verification page, click on the button. Do not click on any links. In the encrypted setting, confirm your safeguard and safeguard your recovery phrase. Do not ever do this. What is happening, people, is whenever you send those 12 and 24 words on this fake scam page, there is a scammer on the other end of that web page writing down or keying in your recovery phrases immediately. And what they do, they duplicate your wallets on the blockchain. You have an XRP wallet, they get your recovery phrases, they have your XRP wallet duplicated. What they do then is they take your XRP and they send it to another wallet. You go in and check your balances are zero, and you're going, man, what happened? I don't understand. I validated everything. Why is my crypto gone? Well, people, there is a solution where you do not have to worry about any of that. iTrustCapital has a premium custody account. A premium custody account. Your crypto is safe. Your money is safe. It is a closed loop system. There are no monthly charges. You can buy and sell 24/7. And in this closed loop account, USD and crypto deposits go into the account, and you could only withdraw in USD. That means that no one can steal your crypto. If someone hacks your account on iTrustCapital It's going to go straight to your bank as US dollars. 24/7, 365, institutional grade custody. Assets are maintained one-to-one off balance sheet. iTrustCapital does not hold your crypto. It's third-party institutional grade custody. There's tax reporting. There's US-based live client support. The fees are low, and you can contact them 24/7, 365. Click on the link below. Open up a premium custody account for free and keep your investments protected with iTrustCapital, people. Total market cap up to 3.09 trillion. Bitcoin is 87,584. Ethereum is almost at the 3,000 mark. XRP is around 223. We are up considerably compared to yesterday. We were in the 190s. We're now at $2.23. Yes, the ETFs. Yes, Bitcoin has a factor. Yes, the ETFs have a factor. Yes, there is volatility in this market. And if you're new to this, you have to get used to volatility. Like your old 401ks, like your stocks, you're seeing a 1%, 2%, maybe 5 to 8% swing. Well, in crypto, you're looking at a 20%, 40%, 10%, 5% swing all the time. And you just have to get used to seeing the reds and seeing the greens and seeing the reds. And the trick is to hodl. HODL is an acronym that means hold on for dear life. If you hold on long enough and let the tokenization of things, all of these other things start coming to fruition, you're going to benefit from the fruits of your labor by just holding on long enough. You know, I've been in this 8 years and I've held on for a long time. Chad Steingraber, Law Day 128. The debut of the 2 XRP ETFs marked the first time the 4 simultaneous spot XRP went head-to-head. Bitwise is currently the strong leader and took in nearly 8 million XRP in assets under management on its third trading day, besting its own second day. So eyes are on the prize, people. Eyes are looking at XRP. Neil, at Neil Tolbert on X, gets out something brand new. Another XRP ETF tracker is now live. Be sure to bookmark it. I'm going to leave a link below. This is another one-shot piece showing you the XRP ETF volume, the highest volumes, the daily volumes, how much is there. It's amazing. XRP price, total assets under management, $509 million. XRP lock, 258 million XRP. And if you look at the rankings here, Bitwise is in the lead with 36.5 million. Franklin Templeton is taking number 2 at 23 million. Canary Capital at 18 million. Rex Osprey 12 million. And Grayscale, I'm really surprised that Grayscale is not higher than 6.6 million. That could trade, or that could change in an instant. But right here, road to 1 billion XRP. Which ETF will reach 1 billion XRP first? First of all, Canary Capital has 146 million XRP, Bitwise at 59 million, Rex Osprey at 52 million. Who is going to hit 1 billion XRP first? And if you bookmark this page, you can go in daily and see the updates and see what's going on. They also have different documentations here showing you how to, research XRP ETFs. What is the spot? What is the, all these different things. So thank you for sharing this, and I will leave a link to it below. So Well Insider got this out. $1.7 trillion asset manager Franklin Templeton says that XRP plays a foundational role in global settlement infrastructure. The big players know, the Franklin Templetons, the NASDAQs, the Grayscales, the Canary Capitals, all of these big, even BlackRock. Larry Fink's back there scratching his head right now going, I was interviewed and I said I can't talk about XRP. Well, maybe it's time to talk about XRP, Larry. Maybe it's time to give your clients more options other than just Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatever. XRP is coming to fruition. XRP is the number 3 cryptocurrency. XRP has been in the top 10 since its inception. Yes, we've had some price. We haven't really seen the major price discovery yet, but it is going to happen, people. You have to be patient. CME Group gets this out there yesterday. Good things come in small packages. Our new spot quoted XRP and Solana futures are arriving on December 15th, pending regulatory review. So CME Group is bringing spot quoted XRP and Solana futures, baby. It's all coming to fruition. This just came out today. Standard Chartered appointed as digital asset custodian for 21 Shares, one of the world's largest crypto ETP providers. And 21 Shares announced 2 days ago that their XRP ETF is on the way. And also, Standard Chartered several years ago invested in Ripple Labs. Everything is tied together. Everything is tied together. Everything is going on in the back. Everything is going on behind closed doors. And when all of this starts coming to light, and when all of these things really start coming to fruition, you're going to see some major things happen in your portfolio. Ash Crypto gets this out. BlackRock deposited $391 million worth of Bitcoin on Coinbase. Are they selling? Are they letting Coinbase be the prime custodian? Are they selling Bitcoin? Are they going to buy XRP? We do not know. There's a lot of money going back and forth in these digital asset wallets with these major players. What is BlackRock doing? Things that make you go, So here is the SEC search page where you can search for the XRP ETFs by date. As you can see here on November 24th, Grayscale and Franklin XRP Trust went live. If we come down here, you can see 21 Shares, November 20th documentation. Are we looking at 20 days from November 20th? Somebody said possibly November 27th. We'll see a 21 Shares. When is BlackRock going to pop up in here? When is Goldman Sachs going to pop up in here? You never know. Only time will tell. Okay, this is the XRP rich list. If you haven't seen this before, this is a wonderful illustration of the number of XRP wallets, the number of XRP in each wallet, the percentages, the number of accounts, the percentage of accounts, and it breaks it all down for you. And I'm going to leave a copy of it below. If you look to the right here, number of XRP wallets in existence, 7,328,000. Now, I have probably 8 to 10 different XRP wallets. I've set up cold hardware wallets. I've set up Zaman wallets. I've made several Zaman wallet accounts. I probably have 10 to 12 XRP wallets. So if you have 2 to 5 XRP wallets and your buddy does, and how many people around the world really have XRP right now? What is there? 7 to 8 billion people around the world, and there's 7.3 million XRP wallets. Now, I understand some of the cryptocurrency exchanges have several individuals attached to their primary wallets. That's why you have to use the destination tags to identify your hotel room in the hotel. If you don't know about this, please research it before you do any transactions on exchanges to and from. But if we look over here to the left, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit, you could see that this is the number of wallets. There are 3.4 million, about half of the wallets that have 0 to 20 XRP in it. 2.5 million wallets have roughly 2 to 500 XRP. The numbers start going down. 253,000 wallets. 253,000 wallets have 500 to 1,000 XRP. As you start going up, you see the numbers in your wallet start to go. And do not leave a message below saying, look, I got 100,000. I'm a 1%er. I got 500,000. I'm a, 0.5%er. Do not put that in the comments, because the scammers are trying to get your crypto. But there's 6 accounts that have over 1 billion XRP on them. And, like I said here, to be a 10%er, and I'm not telling you what to buy, I'm not telling you what to sell, what to hold, but to be a 10%er in the world of XRP, all you need is 2,314 XRP. To be a 1%er, 49,400. That's a lot of XRP. That is a lot. That is a ton of XRP. Right now money's tight, and you're out there going, okay, how much should I put into it? I made an extra $50 on my paycheck this week. I got an extra 1,000 laying around in my savings account. When do I want to purchase more XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever? Do your research. I'm going to leave all of this below. Okay, let's keep going. XRPL Commons. I got to meet the team in New York at Ripple Swell. Wonderful team, XRPL Commons. They now have the Community Magazine number 6, 2025. It talks about AI and gaming, the XRP Community Magazine. I met David and his team. This is the forward. And if we go around here, it'll show you all the different topics. It's pretty cool. You can just scroll through it and go through all the pages and learn more about the XRP community, building on the XRP ledger. There's all kind of articles and information here showing all the different events, XRPL and numbers, first ledger. I mean, it's amazing. Zaldao, we've been talking about the Zaldao. I'll leave a copy of it below so you can check it out. Okay, here we go. So yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order bringing in the Genesis mission, which is bringing AI technology to all of these engineers. And here, have a listen to this little clip right here.
With this pen today, President Trump signed an historic mission. This is reminiscent of the Manhattan Project that brought World War II to an early and successful end. Similar to the Apollo projects that put a man on the moon in 1969. This is an all-in national effort to take the power of AI and pair it with the 40,000 outstanding scientists and engineers at our national labs to use the world's largest supercomputers to advance innovation and science, to fix our rising energy costs, to give better economic opportunities for our citizens, to make longer and healthier lives possible. Today was not incremental, Brett. It was transformative.
So, yeah, I mean, it's happening. Here's the fact sheet. I'll go to the fact sheet real quick. And, the big focus in the U.S. right now is cryptocurrency, AI technology. And if we go down around here, you can see that the Secretary of Energy and the special advisor for AI and crypto will collaborate with academia and private sector innovators to support and enhance the Genesis mission. So some amazing things are happening. Like I said, behind closed doors, there is no telling what we're not hearing because they're hiding it from us, especially the big players like the BlackRocks and the Goldman Sachs and all the big, huge financial institutions. They don't want us to know everything they're doing because they're trying to hoard up these digital assets just like we are, but they don't want us to know how many they are hoarding up. So think about that. Put on your thinking hat, your thinking cap, be patient, hodl, pick up what you can, not financial advice, and enjoy the ride, people. Subscribe to James Earl Crypto Show. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. And don't forget, I told you so.